Hello, hello, greetings, all you fine chaps and chapettes. I hope you're all having a great day, evening, day, night. Oh yeah, I already said day. Morning. Whatever it is, wherever you are, hope you're having a good time. I see my thing is a little messed up here. Give me 1 second. Got to turn off my background image. That's only for when I'm doing a certain podcast. We do that. Okay, there we go. So today we're going to be doing I pulled up some videos that seemed like they would be interesting. So we'll watch those, give a little reaction to them. Might do some singing like we like to do sometimes. We'll see how that goes. Depends. I don't have all the time in the world tonight, so, we'll see what happens. I just realized I'm going to have to do this differently for when it comes to my vertical stream here. I did not think of that. I'll be very honest. I forgot about the vertical stream. We might do this a little bit differently then when it comes to hold on. What is this? What is this window clone? Hold on, give me 1 second. Oh, this is just regular window capture. Okay, so I could just change it to this. Haha. Now everyone can see what we're talking about on vertical stream. Don't worry, I will make it less messy at some point when I get time to sit down and go through my streaming setup more. Something I still need to do in general. But let's go ahead and let's start this off. Let's go with something a little more heavier because the fact that those who know I'm a voice actor. So, yep, we're just going to go ahead and look at
Guys,
this one
crazy
here.
thing happened, and yeah, I'm pulling up the tweet here of my own account so I can like shamelessly shill my account subtly without like overtly shilling it.
This is a Hero Hey video. This is about the Genshin VAs. Apparently they are crashing out, which what else is new? Let's be honest. The union VAs, not even all union, some of them are non-union, and they still act like this. Anyway.
But the crazy thing is, I was on YouTube and I saw this recommended on my homepage. Literally, YouTube recommending a short of Karina Boker from like, was it 4 years ago or 5 years ago, whatever it was, when
Oh
she's
wow.
announcing that she's the VA for Paimon and Genshin Impact. What is the algorithm doing, man? The algorithm got a sense of humor. And since we're here already, I mean, well, let's just play a second of this, shall we?
Voice actor Karina Becker, and I'm announcing that I am the voice of Paimon in Genshin Impact.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm so happy that you're all having a much fun time playing the game, and I'm gonna celebrate by eating a lot of this food.
Check out the comments here. Not anymore, you drama maker. Haha. Lol. This is sad and funny. Archer the drama with them.
That's
Not the
hilarious.
algorithm recommending this to me after Paimon changed VA. Not
Why
anymore. Not
is
anymore.
the algorithm
No,
recommending
you're
this
not.
to
Hope
people?
this helps.
Oh.
Whenever people use the "hope this helps"
I
line,
mean, that's a good,
Karina, is the funniest thing. That, of course, being the line from her crash out video, her infamous crash out video, the one where she's like, "Don't listen to YouTubers; they're all lying to you." Hello, they're just trying to.
I think I went over that video on this channel as well. Um, yeah, it was really bad, really, really bad. And the hopes this helps has just been a meme ever since because she thought that that was I don't know what she thought that was, like a gotcha, something like that. I don't know. She is a weird one.
Get money. And she's like, you don't know.
Okay, let me be fair. All voice actors are weird. All actors are weird. I am weird. Okay? Now you all know. Now we can move past this. All right. Continuing.
Anything. You don't know anything because you're not a VA. Blah, blah, blah. Hope this helps. Like, ends the video. I probably didn't need to reenact the whole thing, but I mean, I kind of wanted to. All right. She was emergency food. Now she won't have any food to eat. I'm dead, bro. That comment, that one killed it.
That's pretty messed up, but
This
it's
aged
also
well.
hilarious.
I can't believe I was recommended this after the VA replacement. Just saw new VA algorithm telling me something. Good riddance. This didn't age well. Aged like milk. Everyone's just laughing. You get the point. Let's move on. But that was definitely funny. Actually, I got one more thing on the note about the comment saying that like now she won't have food to eat. Remember how Karina was complaining about not getting paid on time from Hoyoverse? Could you imagine if they like terminated her a few months ago and like did this whole replacement thing, but for some reason Karina was thinking she still needed to get paid by them or something, even when they like paid her all the money she was due? And she's like accusing Hoyoverse of not paying her, and it's like, dude, you don't even have the job anymore. Like, what the frick are you talking about? Obviously, I just made that up, but like, I would not.
Yeah,
be
I was
surprised
about
if
to
that's what
say
really
if you
happened,
didn't make
and
that
she
up,
just
that
was,
would
like,
have been
clueless, like not realizing it, expecting to get paid for some reason. You know, like she says so much nonsense. I wouldn't be surprised if that
that would have been
nonsensical scenario
funny,
was
but
actually a reality. Is my point. Enough about that for now, though, guys, because
okay, so I will give him that. It would have been it's a nonsensical reality, but it would have been funny. However, I didn't see that happening that way, but because Formosa did have known trouble when it came to paying people in general at times, or some of the voice actors. But it wasn't everyone. As far as I've been able to find and see, it wasn't everyone.
we've got Valeria Rodriguez, the VA for
Oh,
Sucrose
yeah,
in
right,
Genshin Impact,
Valeria.
and she's very mad. She says, I got Hoyo fans yelling at me still about the drama. So to settle this once and for all, even though this really doesn't matter right now, I will not apologize. I am not sorry.
If it doesn't matter, why are you talking about it? Why are you bringing it up? I don't understand these people.
feel negative remorse. Oh, wow, guys, negative remorse. And I stand by what I said, which was
negative remorse? Okay.
checks notes, thumbs down. I truly believe the adult man who knowingly stole a job from another adult man will be just fine regardless of what I think about him or comment on his posts.
Yes.
Stole a job? That's a very disingenuous way of
But
framing it.
stole a job.
But
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
go off. I don't condone the threats he received, but I've been receiving threats since I got into the public eye. It sucks, but it's not like Hoyo. Gotcha fans haven't said some of the most vile things I've ever read in DMs and in comments. I'm not bothered by it anymore. Funnily, not bothered by it anymore goes on this crash out rant though. Okay.
Yeah,
Funnily
that's
enough,
totally
it
not
made me
being
grow a
bothered.
thicker skin. I won't delete my page, won't stop doing VO, and will not take back my words. It's freaking ridiculous. Y'all got me tweeting this just as it seems we may enter World War III.
What?
All of you are completely ridiculous. How are you going to call people ridiculous as you're typing all this out, posting it?
Seriously.
Your priorities are skewed, and you know no true empathy or subjectiveness. From now on, I'll be hiding and blocking any further idiocy.
So anyone who
that's my
disagrees
favorite
with
part when
you,
they
that
start
just
hiding
calls you
tweets
out on
because it
your
means we can go to
stupidity.
the
Got
initial
it.
tweet here, I'll show you right now. And this button that just popped up, this lets you see the hidden tweets. So the ones that they really don't want us to see. In this case, Valeria really doesn't want us to see. So that's going to be so fun, but we'll get to that in a second. Where did we leave off, guys?
I'm excited for that part.
Right here. Okay. What the frick is this? I got people tagging ICE and talking about being excited for me to be deported after being fired, and I'm the classless one. I'd like to make it clear, all I ever said was those 3 emojis. I never spoke about this man's family, income, or anything else. but it is what it is.
Why'd you speak at
I'm
all?
not only going to add one last thing because every single quote, tweet, and more comments are taken out of context. Someone brought all this BS back up under my post about the ICE raid / protest. That's the only reason it's being brought up, and I'm even talking about it.
So you could have just
And
ignored it.
responses live.
Got it.
But now let's go back and take a look at the hidden responses. As you can see at the very top here, it does indeed say hidden replies. And already
Crazy.
the first one at the top looks hilarious. If someone...
It's not even hilarious. It's just reasonable and logical. If someone refuses to do their job for months, I think it's reasonable to find someone else to do it. I mean, exactly like he says, there's nothing wrong with that.
Uses to do their job for months, I think it's reasonable to find someone else to do it. So was the job really stolen, or was it lost for a valid reason? And then someone not obligated to the strike.
See, the problem with the union is they consider any voice acting job, any acting job that they don't get under union, they consider as a stolen job to them. Like, they really just, it's always only about themselves. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm a bit selfish myself, but you know.
Strike took over a job which isn't even union in the first place. This person speaks just facts, and of course Valeria has no actual response.
Oh shit, something dropped. Hold on, we'll let this continue. I'll listen while I fix this.
And just hides the whole thing. Can't acknowledge it, doesn't want anyone to see it. Well, now a whole lot more people are going to see it. I also particularly enjoy this hidden response. This person tags me in the comments. She sees that. It's like, oh, no, not Hero Hey. Please, no, please don't let him see this. I can't be in a video. Not a Hero Hey video, please. Other hidden replies, such as, he didn't steal the job. John left that role the moment he decided not to work. And he only worked for 6 weeks. Jacob didn't steal the job, and Hoyover is non-union and wasn't struck, so I'm hoping you get recasted. You're a terrible person. Another one saying, the fact you're still defending jumping on the train of harassing a new coworker is appalling. People get jobs. Someone was going to take the new role. It's impossible to assume it would stay open forever. Check it out, we got Genshin leaker Ubacha here too, saying, I lashed out and harassed someone in my line of work because a coworker got recast due to refusal to work, while we were all engaging in a collective work refusal. And rather than attempting to make amends, I'll make it worse. But Valeria's not the only VA crashing out recently. We've also got Shara Kirby. I think I read this post the other day, but there is a follow-up, so we'll get to that once we read this. She says here, PSA, if y'all come over here from that other site just to harass my mentions, you won't be engaged. Just blocked and muted. I don't have the time nor energy to deal with jobless losers. Yeah, I remember people were laughing at that comment, saying that was ironic coming from Shara Kirby from this clip.
That is very ironic.
Glad that my union has made voicing in games safer for all. Only wish certain companies do the same.
Yeah, so like I said, the union literally only, you can tell from their wording of how they do. So literally their golden #1 rule is you cannot, when you're a part of the union, you cannot act in any non-union roles, any non-union projects. However, they let you do that anyway, so that you can try and flip non-union projects to become union. I talked about this before, but this is exactly what they do. This is the type of shit that they try and pull all the time, and this is how voice actors get caught up in this. They try and like force the union upon you. And if you don't join the union, if you have to join the union, you have to go FICOR. Now, you see, this doesn't affect me. I'm in a right-to-work state. So I don't give two shits about any of their union bullshit. And I will never. Unless I really have to. Even then, I will... Oh, boy. Even then, there's going to be some, malicious compliance. At the most. Anyway.
Like I said before, too, this is not the case. They haven't made it safer for all.
Nope.
Miss us with the manipulative rhetoric. It's failed before, it'll fail again. Shara Kirby wasn't done there. She went on to say, also, if y'all asking that company to fire me months after the fact, don't worry about it. I already quit. Did y'all not see the screenshots that y'all love to post? I truly don't care, and I am still getting employed on multiple fronts, so now what? You gotta love how Cher Kirby and Valeria both talk about how much they don't care about this stuff as they crash out and talk about it. Yeah, they really don't care though, guys.
This was on Blue Sky. I
Seriously.
wonder
And
what
why
they
is she all
responded to her on Blue
terrified to
Sky.
like name things properly? In this tweet, she's like, if y'all come here from that other site. And this one, she's like, if y'all asking that company. It reminds me back when we had all those Twitter police getting mad at Hogwarts Legacy and anyone who plays Hogwarts Legacy. And they like,
Oh, didn't they
refused
call
to
it that
name
game?
They would call it that wizard game.
Yeah,
Making
they
all the
did.
CP
That was,
funnier
yep.
is we've once again got Sean Laraway, VA click here on Blue Sky, typical as ever. Sean Laraway says in the responses to Cher Kirby, I will never understand how real people can look at this entire situation with Hoyoverse and think the billion-dollar company isn't in the wrong. Well,
Because
as we
they're
pointed
not.
out before, it's a very rare thing you guys manage to accomplish. Usually people don't side with the corpos, but you guys came off so unlikable and manipulative that people actually decided the corpo is better than y'all. So,
And let's be honest, Hoyoverse has actually been quite fair and everything when it comes to their voice actors and payments and all that casting. They are restricted by China when it comes to trying to use any type of AI technologies for cloning voices or anything like that. So, yeah, the whole thing just didn't even make sense to go after Hoyoverse. If you wanted to go after anyone, it should have been the companies that you're working directly through to work for Hoyoverse. But, you know, anytime I bring this stuff up, we get people like Bob Bergen coming at me and telling me how wrong well, he's not even specifically saying I'm wrong. He's just sidestepping anytime I bring anything up about that. But it makes sense. He's one of the board members on the board. He's one of the board members of the union. So, yeah. That's just how things go.
what you think makes all of us look bad actually just makes you guys look worse. That's the reality of it. But he goes on to try and form his own reality, saying, I'm truly sorry you, Kaylee, Karina, and other VAs are being harassed by a community that refuses to listen what is really happening. Yeah, like I said, hilarious that he's trying to talk about what is really happening as he lives in his little alternate reality hive mind on Blue Sky with these other VAs in the clique. What the heck is this, bro? Another example of these VAs being cowardly and like not naming things? Why is that a trend for these people? The frick is going on here? It's so weird. It happens again right here, presumably with Mujin, but you'll see, like, doesn't name Mujin. Sean Laraway says, as someone who avoids Twitter like the plague, I was not aware of some voice actors' feelings toward ending the strike earlier than it did. It's not my place to comment on it. I just hope that whatever conversations are happening after this fallout are healthy and productive and not on socials. I would strongly avoid taking the word of that YouTuber in particular because of him specifically referring to any and all striking actors as entitled. You guys are. Here's hope.
Oh, hello, Magnus. Thank you for joining the stream. I'm kind of not very particular yet. I'm trying to set up a proper schedule. If you wish, I will probably not add you on Discord, though. If you want, you can follow me on X at SlenderReacts. I will keep up to date more when I go to stream on there. You can message me on there if you want to interact. But that is where I will be actually putting information on when I go to stream. I'm currently finalizing or working on finalizing a set schedule. So I will be posting that when I have it completely squared away, but I think I pretty much have one. I just need to actually put a post together and everything for it. However, if you want to see me live again, I should be going live again on Friday, so.
Hoping we as artists continue to work on amazing art for humans by humans. Also, that we keep the industry human first, regardless.
AI has been getting really good. Is it actually good enough to completely replace humans, even in a voice acting role? No. No, it's not. AI can only take so much direction and everything when it comes to expression, emotion, all that stuff. Yes, it's really good now. And it'll still get better. But Just like with regular artwork, I doubt it'll completely replace everyone.
regardless of what role AI will come into play. Yeah, you say that, but then get mad when entitled humans get replaced by more professional, hardworking, caring humans. Funny how that works, isn't it? And
Yeah.
so myself and a lot of other people call these VAs entitled because this is
VTuber on a black screen. VTuber on a black screen. I'm guilty of that myself. Shut up.
a reasonable term to call them. They act very entitled. But I don't think I've like specifically said that in a little while. I don't know the last time I said it, but I think Muujin was the most recent person to, in a video, call these VAs entitled. And so that's why I'm presuming that Sean Larway is referring to Muujin's video here when he's talking, like vague posting and like whining about a video. Probably it's Muujin's. But again, I just can only guess because for some reason these grown adults have a trend of vague posting as they whine on social media, or specifically on Blue Sky. So yeah, make of it what you will. But it also reminds me when Allegra Clark about a month ago made her statement wanting the strike to
Who?
end,
Oh,
saying a
right.
bunch of other stuff too, but that was one of her main points, that the strike should end. And then you had a bunch of yays in the Blue Sky clique getting mad at Allegra Clark, but once again, they were vague posting. They were not naming her.
Yeah.
They were like, oh,
yeah, I
a
remember
certain
that.
VA recently said the strike should end, and here's why that takes bad, and they're acting like a bad person, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, let me know why you guys think these VAs in the clique post like this, vague post like this. I don't know. It's freaking weird. I'm curious to know what you guys think about it. The
Because they want to try to not draw attention, quote unquote, to the subject they're referring to or trying to shit talk on, but at the same time, it's just drawing attention to whatever subject they're talking about. They're retarded. That's all you need to know, Hero. Hey, they're retarded.
final thing I'll close with is I find it very interesting that the official SAG strike is done and SAG's trying to flaunt this as some great dub. But you can see that a lot of the VAs in the union seem like they're more upset than ever right now. So, just rather interesting, isn't it? Let me know what you guys think about all this stuff in the comments. And you might notice my voice is still kind of like messed up. It's freaking annoying. I mentioned it yesterday at the end of the video that my voice feels like it's kind of like going easily. But there's actually so many videos that I want to make. I got like a backlog of videos I want to make and some that I want to react to and some other stuff I'm working on. But before I step up production, I definitely need my voice to be all better. So, I mean, I can't imagine it's going to take more than a few days. So, probably in a few days, I'll be 100%. And then we will be back in full and then some. So, that's exciting. Thank you guys for understanding.
Nice. Yes. Hopefully. Why am I not part of its channel? Oh, I am. I am following. Okay. Wait. Not subscribed. That's what it is. I was like, why am I not a part of his channel? Okay, so hope you feel better, Hero. Hey. This is wrapping up production, though? Jeez, I must just be really slacking if that's I really need to make more videos in general. I could technically cut out these streams and make videos. No. Maybe. We'll see. So, yep, that's everything going on right now with the Genshin voice actor drama. Those that have been following, I can probably talk a little bit more about some things, but I'm not a union VA myself, so I only know so much. But of course, the union's going to spin it as like this grand win, right? They have to try and keep morale as much as possible. Morale has never been amazing with the union overall. But spinning it as some grand victory for that deal, even though it really wasn't anything super major enough for them to be celebrating the way they are. I mean, sure, it's not a bad deal or anything, but you know. They're very overzealous. I guess that's a proper word for how the union views and the union itself acts. Okay, well, let's see. What else do we got here? I like I said, I've got a few. We got an August the Duck video. Actually, I want to see this. Adam22 addresses scam. I don't know what scam allegations. Oh, right. There was a scam allegation on Adam22. I heard about that, but I didn't actually like look into that situation itself. But let's see.
Today I got called out by the podcaster
Oh, nice. It's a CoffeeZilla or Voidzilla video. I love the Void.
Adam22.
CoffeeZilla is kind of a grifter himself because he just sort of like
Excuse me, what? CoffeeZilla is a grifter. Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
he makes a lot of money off making content about all of these little mini meme coin disasters.
Now Adam22 used to like me. He used to invite me on his show, but now he's mad. He says I'm the grifter. Why? Because I called him out when he ran a scam and I warned him ahead of time. What's so crazy?
Okay, I do know about this situation. I actually watched the video where he talks about this, and yeah, he literally spoke with Adam22, called him out, told him not to do this, and then Adam22 did it anyway. So yeah, that's an interesting situation. I wonder where this is going to go.
About this story is we're about to go through his explanation, but what fails is that I told him ahead of time. He's going to say, oh, I didn't know it was going to be shady. I had no idea. But I told him before he ever promoted it. So the irony is he's telling people, oh, CoffeeZilla is the grifter. He's making videos about this stuff. I wouldn't have made the video if you hadn't run the coin. There's no story for me telling you not to run it and then you not running it. The only story is I told you and then you did it anyways because you don't care about your fans. Here's the quotes here. Real talk, you should run a coin. It's
right. This whole back and forth. Oh, man.
lame and you're going to get scammed. You're going to scam or get scammed. He says, how am I going to afford all this Galaxy gas? Then I told him these snipers were planning to already snipe the coin. Quote, people are literally plotting to snipe the coin, make a bundle off someone who doesn't know any better. So this is all pre him actually doing it. Now he's saying, oh, I didn't know. Nobody told me. CoffeeZilla's a grifter for covering the fact that I did it anyways. But I want you to watch it. We have to correct the record sometimes on these guys because they go on these podcasts after they've been called out and they address things. Have you ever heard that?
Right.
Adam22 responds. Adam22 addresses crypto pump and dump accusations. But the addressing is always a subtle recharacterization of what actually happened.
CoffeeZilla blasts Adam22 for launching crypto pump and dump despite warnings. Basically, someone was hounding me, telling me that they would pay me a large sum of money to do a crypto promotion on my story. I thought it's just a random ad deal type thing. I do ad deals all the time for like, thousands of dollars. Why would I not do something for hundreds of thousands of dollars? I thought nobody was going to care.
All right, so the first part of his explanation is, look, I thought I could get away with it. I thought nobody would care. Nobody would address this. But here's the thing. I found an old clip of Adam22 talking about this, and I realized there's actually a different reason. He knows that it's not about people not caring. It's that there's only so many videos that grifters like me can ultimately make. And you see Adam22, the wheels turning a few years ago where he realizes maybe you just get away with it.
Millions of dollars off it, and it's trash. They're not tweeting about it anymore. They made bags off it, and they didn't really incur that much of a social penalty because it's like CoffeeZilla can only make videos about so many people. Like the that he made videos about Steve will do it doing, or the Save the Kids thing or whatever. It's like those are just the ones that were big enough for it to be worth him catching. It's like so many people. Like I remember when Soulja Boy was just selling every single tweet of his ever. He probably made a of money off that, and nobody even remembers.
And there it is. I mean, need I say more? The guy realized what a lot of people realize, which is just like, if everyone's doing it and you do it, you probably get away with it. And so people like Adam22 just think, oh, Not that nobody would care, like he says in this addressing, but he thinks he can get away with it. But then he takes a step further.
So, crime is legal. Is that what we're saying, chaps and chapettes? I know that's CoffeeZilla's like new favorite quote right now. Crime is legal. I mean, to an extent, it kind of is when it comes to the crypto stuff. But you know, we'll see. We'll see.
Further, which I cannot allow. And he says, oh, I had no idea something nefarious would have happened.
And I also had no idea about any sort of nefarious intent. People are saying that this was a rug pull. I didn't know. I didn't realize that this was going to be the same type of thing that I've watched so many CoffeeZilla videos about.
Adam, I told you. This is the thing. This is what kills me. Is people, when I come to them, they go, oh, I had no idea. If I had known, I would have never done it, right? They say, if you had only warned me, Steven, if only you had told me before, I just wish I had known better. This guy knew better. He knew. People are literally planning to snipe the coin, make a bundle off someone who doesn't know any better. Now, here he is, Adam22, I'm the grifter. He's here saying he had no idea that it was just like all the other videos that I've done stories on.
And people are saying that this was a rug pull. I didn't know.
He just had no idea, guys. It's not like somebody was telling him as before it happened. And we know he read those because he later responded to me. Now, I want to go through the rest of this because it just sheds light on the general, my general frustration with influencers at large. We've sort of gone through cycles of people promoting the kind of bad things and getting a little pushback on it. But ultimately, some of them are realizing now that if there are no consequences or if there is really a low chance you're even going to get any coverage on it, it's maybe worth the risk of just promoting things you have no stake in that are scammy or you don't even use because whatever, it's just the bag. That's all that matters these days, right? Nothing else matters except money.
You mean they're taking
to
a
me,
book?
I thought that everybody would kind of get.
You mean they're taking a page out of out of the Paul brothers book? Just scam people and then stop talking about it? Hope it goes away? Even after lawsuits? Yeah. Yeah, because that'll yeah.
Get the joke. But it turns out there's a lot of people out there trying to make money off meme coins. So, yeah, I guess some people lost money or whatever.
Coffee kind of said he warned you. Were you not concerned when he when he said that?
I mean, to me, it was just like a joke.
It was a joke. I got paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for, according to Adam22.
Ad deal type thing. I do ad deals all the time for like, thousands of dollars. Why would I not do something for hundreds of thousands of dollars? Same level of weight as when I do an ad for a fantasy sports thing.
No.
I feel like every single person that watches my content knows that I don't play fantasy sports. I felt like, in the past I was doing ads for something that was like a vape, but it's flavored air. And I feel like every single person who watches that ad gets it. That I don't know what the am I using a device to inhale flavored air? I'm going to be honest with you. No, I'm not.
I mean, is that not insane to anyone else? Like, the excuse is, well, you guys should have known I never would use the stupid stuff I'm selling you anyways. That's so crazy. I had no idea it was, some nefarious intent. Except
That
you
is
told
wild.
me, but I didn't think anyone would use it anyway because I thought you all knew that I was a grifter, is the argument. And the guy who calls me out is a grifter too. So anyway, that's the Adam22 addressing. He did this a few days ago. I didn't see it because I guess it didn't get a lot of attention, but I saw the clip making the rounds where he was saying he had no idea that this was of nefarious intent. And I just wanted to address it because I think it's so dishonest. And we can't allow the rewriting of history like this. Like, yeah, okay, if you want to say you did a crypto scam after you were told that it was a crypto scam, that's fine, but you can't pretend that you didn't know.
So, yeah,
Right.
I guess some people.
Oh, you know what? I should put
lost
these
money
full
or
screen.
whatever.
It
Oh,
probably
and
looks a little
finally,
better.
I should say, I too
Or a lot
find
better.
it
Never mind.
unacceptable that this guy's biggest concern is a YouTuber making a video instead of like what he's doing being caught by law enforcement. The fact that that never occurs to this guy is actually the worst part. I think if you promote things that you know are a scam, there should actually be real consequences, but
Yes, there
I guess
should.
that's asking for too much.
Coffeezilla, right now it is asking too much. You know how things go. Crime is legal. Crime is legal. That's how things go. All right. So let's see. That's a skit. We'll watch that one last. The skit ones we'll watch last. That's not a skit one. This one looked interesting. Let's see what we got here. This is how we came to hate technology. That's true. Yeah, let's see.
Technology. It makes our lives easier so we could focus on the good things in life, like recreationally using technology. Up until the past decade or so, technology was exciting. It was solving all these problems we face and making life more enjoyable.
I don't know about all of you, but I still think technology is exciting. But that's just this Slenderman's personal opinion on it. I could be wrong. You know, you all could tell me otherwise. But personally, I think technology is still exciting.
All while looking sick as fuck. Somewhere in the 2010s though, it started to create more problems than it solved. It was distracting drivers, causing addictions and mental illness, stealing jobs, and it just stopped looking cool as fuck. We went from being hyped over every new advancement to just indifferent, if not a little resentful and maybe scared. Today I'm gonna go
I'll say some of us maybe, but PC Master Race. Get at it. So so he's not wrong entirely from what he's saying. I mean, I'm sure he'll go more into it, but just on the surface, yeah, I mean, it's caused addictions, it's caused car crashes when people being distracted, other distractions. I don't think that it has become I don't think it's made a problem. I think it's just replaced other things that were already problems. That's my thoughts on it.
go over how fun and exciting technology used to be, how our perception of it has shifted to kind of hate it, and why this is all happening. Let me take you back to when technology was still fun. I'm not gonna say this is the best era, but this is kind of right before people started to just fucking hate it. You had things coming out like the iPod. Holy shit, I can listen to Beyonce, Hot Shell Ray, and pirate fighting sounds without the cumbersome tapes and CDs of the past. There were new computers dropping left and right. What do I want to buy? Maybe the computer with a big ass booty? I don't even know if I can handle all that ass. Maybe I should go with the laptop with the red hot nipple in the middle. Quick side note, a friend once
I really like the way that this guy talks about these things. I don't know if it's just the big ass booty and the red nipple in the middle. So I had the red nipple in the middle. I was one of those. But I don't think I would have ever thought about referring to those in that way. And that is great. I love this guy already. Okay. So that is I don't think I'm subscribed to him, of course, but that is an instant like on the video and subscription.
once told me that their nipples get darker the angrier they get. I don't know if that's true or if that's even relevant here, but I can't be the only one carrying the burden of knowing that.
Oh boy.
On second thought, this is kind of triggering. I think I'm just going to go with Adele. This is the 2000s, not Toontown. You still had safe options like the Dell. If you were interested
That's
in
true.
safe options, though, gaming was just not for you in the 2000s. Not only was it really edgy for some reason, but every console was revolutionary. Oh my god, the new PlayStation and Xbox consoles have high resolution buff dudes and bodacious babes. And if you're not into that, You could just whack off with the Wii.
Hey. You know what? We're not saying anything about the Wii. The Wii is the Wii was something. The Wii U was apparently really great. I've only got to play it a few times, but it was was actually really good from the times I played it. But the Wii, I had a Wii. The Wii was not awful, but it was no GameCube.
Like whack the tennis racket. Like,
Yes, that's
console
exactly what
launches
we
and
did.
even game launches were national events. I'm pretty sure businesses closed on the day Halo 3 came out. I mean, people camped out for this game. I don't think
I
people
think
even
so,
drove to the
actually.
store for Halo Infinite. You know what? People camped out for literally everything in the 2000s. What was up with that? Huh? Captain Crunch is releasing
Shopping.
an all berries variety? Someone get my camping tent. Probably the biggest camping event was
Deals,
for a
deals,
phone,
deals.
which is where we got hit the hardest in this downfall of technology. Buying a phone was like buying a car. You had to weigh the pros and cons of every model and really picture what your life was going to be like with it. So this one has
That's
a
true.
built-in MP3 player, high-speed 3G service, and a sliding keyboard. And this one's blue. Let me just go with the blue one, please. You got different phones coming out with cool new features, unique shapes, varying sizes, and keyboards that deployed in ways you never even could have imagined. There was genuinely something for everyone. Nokia, Razr, Sidekick, Pearphone,
I had a
BlackBerry, and the
Sidekick.
iPhone were so novel and, more importantly, so diverse. They were worth camping out for. Kind of, not really. Today you just buy them online or go to the Apple store. Nowadays you walk into an AT&T store trying to buy a phone looking like this. They're just like, what the fuck? You look good for 65. How can I help you, sir? This concept of having something for everyone extended to the internet as well.
not wrong,
Hey,
though.
check it out. We don't need cable when we could just watch homoerotic content on this YouTube thing. Finally, another outlet for me to show off my shit music taste. Wow, I really wish I could see my favorite celebrities share shitty one-liners and or racist hot takes. Awesome! I hope this doesn't turn into a schizo battlefield of who could be the most offensive or offended. You're telling me I could sign
That's social media in general, friend. Social media in general rewards high engagement, and what gets the most engagement? Anger. Anger gets the most engagement. And that's why social media in general will always turn into a battleground of who can piss off the others the most. This is another reason why I say children should never be allowed on social media.
up to see what my old high school buddies are up to, or if I'm only 9 years old, I could sign up to just play games. I love Facebook. I hope this doesn't turn into a geriatric battlefield arguing whether or not this video of Michael Jackson as Superman is real. There were always new websites cropping up, so all furries had to do was wait just one more second, and there you go. There's a new website for you guys. Don't do anything weird on there. Although it was kind of annoying, there was something fun about
Asking furries not to do anything weird is like, oh, that's an impossibility. I can't even think of a metaphor for right now, because it'll always happen. It always happens. It always happens. This is why people try to avoid the fur community. Well, some people try to avoid the fur. Most people. We're not going to get into that.
about all websites looking different and getting redesigns every few years. A few years ago, I got this book from a used bookstore, and it just has a bunch of old Flash websites, and it is fucking sick. It is genuinely sad what happened to the design of websites. I used to regularly browse the Pokemon web.
I will say it is sad what happened to some websites, but there's a lot of websites that were out there that they were almost unnavigatable. I'll just leave it at that.
Website as a kid, and you know when a new redesign dropped, my little ass was popping champagne. Or I guess it was just apple cider. At the time, it seemed like technology was always advancing and getting better. You can see how positively we thought about it with the obsessive use of Fruitiger Arrow. This is officially a YouTube video because I said the word Frutiger Arrow. Technology looked futuristic yet clean, and we thought it was going to integrate with our natural world, and butterflies were going to be flying through bubbles and neon green pastures. So yeah, it didn't really integrate with our natural world. It kind of did the opposite, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Actually, I already got ahead of myself, and it just arrived today. All right, going back to where I was, people were excited for what was to come. They had time to breathe between new innovations and enjoy the new product they just bought. New products also warranted being released. They would usually serve a purpose, you know, fix a problem like tech products are supposed to do. If a new iteration of a product came out, it was different enough to justify buying it. Like, yeah,
Yes.
GameCube could really use a controller that you could whack off. Now, compare all these generalizations to today.
I mean, GameCube could have used a controller where you get to whack off. I mean, are we going to say no? I think that that's a good idea, but that's just me.
None of them are true anymore. Now, before we dive in, I don't mean for this to just be an old good, new bad, because looking at modern technology, that's just not the case. We have incredible technology today. This is
Yes, we
more
do.
about how our perception of it has changed and how technology is advancing in a less than desirable direction. Also, this is not just a boom
That depends on who you ask.
thing or just a Zoomer thing. Most people across all ages are starting to admit, yeah, we got a bit of a problem here. For example, think of how people react
I would say we have a bit of a problem in some regards, but there are still things where it's not a problem.
to when something as simple as FaceTime released. I could pick up my phone at any time from anywhere and video call whoever I wanted, and it didn't look like 2 pixels. It was genuinely mind-blowing. You know what? My friend had buffalo wings from Chuck E. Cheese the other day, so I'm gonna give him a quick call and see how he's doing. Hey buddy, how's your stool?
You've got to help me, man. There's so much blood.
All right. Now compare that reaction to when I say these 2 letters, AI, or these 3 letters, NFT, or these 4 letters, SPUM. This shit is in the news every week, and we're tired of hearing about it. AI is more concerning because at least with NFTs, it was just kind of like an idiot pastime. You didn't have to worry about it affecting your everyday life, and it just kind of died out on its own after a few months. Who knew that a poorly animated eyesore of an ugly-ass, shitty-ass cartoon wasn't gonna save these things?
So you're oversimplifying what NFTs are, but at the core, yes. Yes. How people use them primarily, yes. Yes. There's actual utilization that can be positive for NFTs, but we have to actually get to that point. I don't know what SPUM is. That's something new to me. I should probably look into that. The other AI, though, there's nothing wrong with that. That's been around for a long time. It's just more and more public now.
Could you have predicted that? Can we call in That's So Raven and ask if she could have predicted that this ugly ass shitty cartoon was not going to save the world of scamming that is NFTs? AI and automation advancements are not as fun as advancements in keyboard deployment technology or video game graphics. Like, we kind of have to be concerned with the outcome of the former. And this is kind of how we feel about everything in tech now. Hesitant and exhausted. Everything was becoming more convenient and solving all these little annoyances of everyday life, but now we've regressed. You try to order food or even just look at the menu of a restaurant before you go, and it wants you to sign up, or it's going to
Some
throw you
things have
into the app
regressed.
store to download their app. You want to take the train? You got to download an app. You want to take the bus in the same city? You got to download a different app. You want to check into the emergency room because you have the sword of a Sengoku period ninja in your chest?
Sir, can you scan the QR code to check in through the app?
I don't have the app. I just have a sword in my chest. Can I do like a paper form or something?
Sir, can you scan the other QR code to download the app?
Then you got social media, which is just like f***ing horrible now. Look at these statistics. And these ones too. Okay, what about these ones? I think I'm putting up bad statistics, I hope. What started off as a fun way to connect has turned into I don't even know what to describe this as. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what's going on with Instagram captions. Like, it's sassy, but you're also in the third person because you're the main character and slaying. And it's not just a girly thing. I'm not gonna just dog on the girls out there. Us guys do this shit too. We got default captions and poses too. You gotta work the boys into every caption and then throw up a 4 when you're posing with said boys. Hey, getting my colonoscopy with the boys. Picking up floss from the store with my boys. Just went fishing and then drunk drove and hit a family of 4. With the boys.
I'll
Then you
say
got
I don't
Snapchat,
understand
which I
this
just had to
reference stuff
delete
because I don't
what the
even use
fuck am I gonna do
Instagram
with
really.
Snapchat? When you're no longer in high school and taking pictures of random people in class and drawing a wiener over them, there's really no point to this
Yeah,
app.
Snapchat
Plus,
doesn't make
the
sense.
Discovery tab is concerning. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't want to keep ranting about social media, so I'm just gonna leave off with these last 2 things. First of all, everything has a TikTok feature. Instagram has one. Snapchat has one. YouTube has one. The fucking Guitar Tabs app has one. I'm trying to learn Love Bug by the Jonas Brothers. Why do I need to see a 12-year-old ripping their vocal cords to sing Alicia Keys? Second, if you're tired of all these apps becoming so fucking bloated that you don't even remember what their original purpose was, you can download all these BS real social media apps that all your friends are just going to stop using after 3 days. Like, I'm pretty sure I still have a friend actively posting to Be Real, just into the void. I have been fucking with Locket though. That one's kind of cool. It puts pictures of my friends on my home screen. Social media lost the plot so long ago. They
I don't know
each
what
have
most of
their
these
niche
apps are.
anymore. They want to incorporate features from all the other apps so they
Yes,
can be
they
the
do.
catch-all app. But they just end up being bland. Like, why would I choose Instagram over Snapchat or Google Plus, the best social media platform to exist? And this is the big killer here, the homogenization of everything. I
Even
already
he
mentioned
couldn't say
every
that
app
with a
having
straight
TikTok
face.
feature, but we also have a story feature on every app. Why? And staying on the topic of homogenization, let's go back to phones. I'm just gonna show you phones from like 20 years ago and then phones from today. Dude,
Yeah.
that sucks. These are all just iPhones. It's the same with cars, tablets, and laptops, where everyone wants to copy the style of Tesla and Apple respectively. Not only has tech gotten so homogenized, but it's gotten very invasive too. And I don't mean in like a toddler coughing in your face kind of way. I mean in a rash kind of way, where it's always there reminding you,
Hey, I'm here. You want to play with me?
that's what a rash sounds like. It sounds like Ash Ketchum.
Whoa, Pikachu! Click my link tree in the bio to check out my SoundCloud.
I don't know if I should keep these impressions in the videos. I don't know why I'd never choose to cut them out. We reached a point where technology was seamless and solved real problems.
I like your
Past it, where
impressions.
now
Don't
technology
worry,
is
Fred.
inconvenient. You used to get in your car and you had your music, AC, and all your little car features easily accessible because you're hurling a 1,000-pound vehicle at 65 miles an hour. You got to be able to access these everyday things quickly and easily. Then we passed that point. Now everything is behind 3 menus on a touch screen that you have to look at and pray that you don't hit 2 kids and a dog while using. Home phones let you call your friends and plan ahead or catch up. You can leave
I think that was a little exaggerative, but yeah, I get your point. I get your point.
a message if they're not home, and it wasn't the end of the world if they didn't answer for a little while. Cell phones helped bridge that lost connection when you're out on the town and you can't find each other, or you're just not home, or there's an emergency. You saw a ninja slinking around your house. Now we're way past that point of feeling a genuine need. There is no reason I should be able to receive work emails when I'm going out after 5 p.m. And there's no reason I should be able to post a picture of the sunset with the caption, "Golden hour with my golden girlies." There's no reason for any of this. It's just noise. And you can just say, oh, just quit your phone, but people freak the f out if you don't respond for a few hours. It's out of the norm now. You can't just ditch technology, especially with the way it's so integrated with our everyday lives. Some people can't get around their city or do their job without having a smartphone. Technology used to be exciting and helpful. It solved problems we all faced in our everyday lives. But with the way it's so homogenized now, it's starting to create more problems than it's solving. There's no more of that something for everyone. Everything's got to be one size fits all now. Every phone is an iPhone. Every car is a crossover SUV. Every console is basically the same. except for Nintendo, they're just the same as themselves. And I don't want to hear anyone saying, hey, bro, I think
Yep.
you're just depressed. That's why nothing's exciting anymore. Yeah, I'm depressed. My big-ass thumbs can't type on this stupid touchscreen keyboard, and there are no phones with physical keyboards anymore. I'm depressed. I can't flex on my friends with a sick new phone. What am I going to pull up with the iPhone 16 and be like, hey, bro, hey, this phone is like all your phones, but I can combine emojis. I'm not going to say technology peaked and we should just stop making new technology, because I don't think that's true. But we passed the point where it was all so exciting because it was genuinely useful and looked so fucking sick. It would be cool if it was possible to just ditch your phone and get a dumb phone, but I like having Spotify and Venmo and the Chipotle app so I can get a free bowl once every 7 years. All I really want is a cool looking phone with a physical keyboard, but until then, I'll just keep buying these cheap-ass Google Pixels whenever my current one breaks. I really don't use this for anything other than phone calls, texting, and checking Facebook Marketplace for the weirdest shit I can ever find. Look at this shit I found the other day. I'd say everything I talked about is worth it because I got to see this. Channel that subscribe button for videos about literally anything. Everything goes at this point.
I'm sorry,
Comment what your favorite thing about
What that
literally anything.
Everything what that subscribe button
about is worth it because I got to see this. Channel that subscribe
that subscribe button
for videos about literally anything. Everything goes at this point. Comment what your favorite thing about old phones was, and thank you for watching.
Oh, this guy is funny. This guy is funny. Chan Digital. Yeah. So he makes some good points. Can't deny that. He's telling a lot of truth. But I do have to say that that's not entirely the case with everything all the time. Nor is that entirely the case when it comes to everyone with technology. Yeah, it's gotten a lot of copying designs and things like that, but there are some things that, especially when it comes to computers, this is what I'm saying. Computers still have a lot of different designs and things like that. Sure, there's a lot of similar designs, but there's, especially with the cases, a lot of diversity in the design. I still think most things of technology are interesting and exciting. Maybe not hardware so much, because like he said, like Chon Digital said here, hardware has gotten very copying, just mimicry. So, yeah, it makes sense. People are buying iPods again? That's cool. And I'm actually interested in that myself. I'm interested in this, but it's also an Oogist the Duck video, so we like Oogist over here.
Can't tell if my camera's fucked up or if I'm just sunburned. Looking rather red today, King. What's up, guys? A bit of a sad, somber video today. Sort of
No,
like
don't be sad and
loss
somber.
of a friend. Over the last few weeks, Darman has been slowly but surely copywriting every single video that I have ever made about him. And
no way.
Well, if you've been around for a while, you would know there's a lot of those. I
There
would
are.
honestly be
There
kind
are
of
a lot of
surprised
those.
if I've made less than 50 videos on Darman. I feel like that's a pretty good guess, which, you know, saying that out loud, that number kind of makes me sound a little crazy.
Hold on, I have to check now because why am I not subscribed? I think I'm on a different account than what I use at work or something, because at work I'm subscribed to like all these people, except for of course the last one because I didn't.
little cuckoo, but that has been over like 5 years, so slightly less insane. But I figured I'd make this video because I know a lot of you guys started watching me or only watch me still for my Darman content, and
Not me.
I guess this is
That's
kind of
I
the
think
end of
that
it.
is
Been a
how I
good run,
started
guess,
watching you, but that's
I mean, at
not
the end
why
of the
I
day,
watch
there's
you.
really nothing I can do. Psych, bitch. If that'd be that easy to get rid of me, Darman? You thought I'd go running the second I can't make any more money? You think this shit's about the money, Darman? Granted, it is occasionally, sometimes there are videos on this channel that I have to make for that ad revenue because something's got to pay the bills. However,
Yes.
Darman videos, not the case. Let's be real with ourselves.
Except that's
here.
not my
Darman
case,
has
'cause
not
I have a
been, like,
job.
a relevant commentary topic since like 2022. These days, people are more focused on, I'm gonna be honest, I don't even fucking know anymore. I feel like the commentary space is
Who
a little
knows?
lacking right now in genuine things to talk about, but when does this community ever talk about genuine things? But
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I follow the commentary community mostly, and god damn, it's been mostly dry. Almost like a Sahara desert lately. There's not been much controversy going on. I thrive on controversy.
yeah, it has been years since I've seen a Darman video, and I've been like, you know what? I bet I could get a lot of views off of that. It's a passion project, and it's going to continue. At this point, talking about Darman is just like a hobby for me, something I pick up every month or two. It is not something I am ever doing for views these days, so don't worry. As long as Darman doesn't start like throwing copyright strikes at me, which I don't think he will, Darman videos aren't going anywhere. I am curious as to why this just started though. I think it's because like recently he's done this new deal with, I think it's Roku, maybe not. I think it's one of like the smart TV producers. And I think he has like his own Darman channel now on these TVs. Don't
No
quote me
way.
on that. I don't know if it ever actually ended up going through, but
Please
that's my
tell me
guess.
this is a
That's
joke.
the only change I could.
You know what? We gotta take a second. We gotta look this up. No, I don't see anything. Hold on. Hold on. Pulling up my trusty AI here. Because that is wild if that is true. Like that is just ridiculously wild if that is true. All right, so we're going to wait for that to finish. Let me see my notification. Ooh, Charlie put up a new video. Or is he just live? He's live. Gotcha. It's taking a while to think. All right, so let's continue this a bit.
Could really think of that would like make him start doing different things with his copyright. So that's my theory. I'm sure everybody who's made a Darman video is getting claimed. I don't think it's anything personal. If it was something personal, that would be hilarious. I actually would prefer it that way, but I don't think that's what's going on. I searched up Darman TV channel to try and confirm it, but everything I found was just linking me to his channel. So, you know, no luck there. But if you have
That's
a
what was
Roku
happening
and it
with me
prompts you to
here.
download the fucking Darman channel at one point, that's probably what's going on here. Now, while we're talking about Darman, real real quick, I want to get this out there because I know some people are going to say it. No, I can't fight the claims. I mean, I could, but there's really no point. It's not fair use. Is it commentary? Is it parody? Sure, but it's not fair use, okay? Basically, nothing that I do is fair use. Pretty much nothing that any commentary channel does is fair use. Okay, that phrase gets thrown around way too much. The fact that any of us are able to make money off our videos is nearing a fucking miracle because pretty much every video I make would probably be able to be copyrighted pretty fairly. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah.
I would have to wait. That doesn't make sense. You have to know what you're doing when it comes to fair use and everything. Because no, most commentary videos would not be considered not fair use. All right, so let's see here. Diamond. Hold on. Okay, so it looks like he does. He does have a Darman actually does have a channel outside of his YouTube channel on a TV, Samsung TV Plus. He has the Darman Studios channel. So, yep, that makes sense. That makes sense, August.
Yeah, I just wanted to make this video because, like I said, I know a lot of you guys like my Darman videos or really just come to this channel just for the Darman videos. And I just wanted this to be out there
No, I
in case
come
they
for
start
you.
getting striked or something and they go away. Like I said, I doubt he will. I don't think this is like Darman's personal doing. I'm sure this is just part of the contract for the TV channel or whatever he's doing. Or he might just want to make more money from his content, which, you know, more power to him. He's let
Probably,
us have a good
or
run,
both.
so, you know, can't
Both is
really
also
complain too much
would
there.
work,
Wouldn't
you
complain at
know.
all because it's his content at the end of the day. So, you know, don't really have anything you can fairly say. That's really all I had to say about Darman, though.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to make this video not only for Darman, but also just to talk, you know, just have a chat. I like making these videos every now and then, just kind of having like a one-on-one with you guys. Not so much topic-based. You know, sort of a reset from our normally scheduled programming because, gonna be
Oh,
honest
yeah?
with you guys.
Really?
When you make content like I do, eventually, after a while, it kind of starts to wear on you. Now, look, that might sound kind of dramatic, and it might even be sort of dramatic, honestly. But when you make videos like I do, where you're pretty much like negative for a living, it kind of affects you. Now, look, I'm not gonna say it has like a big effect on me, or even like necessarily a negative effect on me. I'm a pretty negative and critical person in my day-to-day anyways. I think you kind of have to be to make shit like this all the time. So it's not like I'm going out of my way to be negative, but when you're constantly looking for negative stuff, like you kind of have to when you make videos like mine, sometimes you just want to take a day where you're like, you know what, I'm gonna stop constantly scouring the internet for the worst stuff I can find. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I've said it a million times.
Well, you don't have to scour for it if you just set up filters and everything on social media. Then it will just show up for you. There's plenty of it.
I love what I do. I love my job. I love these videos. I love you guys. Sometimes I just want to chat, which is another thing. I don't think I really do much that's worth chatting about. I did, however, recently go to Cedar Point. Over the last probably like 6 months or so, I have rekindled my all-consuming love for roller coasters, and I've been going to a lot of different parks, and I've finally made my way out to Cedar Point. If you don't know what Cedar Point is, it's like the roller coaster capital of
Yes.
America. Some people say the world.
I haven't
It
been
was
there
an
yet
amazing
myself.
time. And some of you guys saw me there. I got a few DMs asking if I was at Cedar Point, which was interesting. I sometimes forget, most of the time I forget actually, that people out in public just like know who I am occasionally. That's something I'm very rarely like thinking about. So when I got back from the
Oh,
park
that's what
that
happens
night
when
and I
you
had,
show
like,
your
3 or 4
face.
different DMs asking me if I was at Cedar Point, that was kind of a trip. Not in like a bad way, don't get me wrong. If you ever do see me in public, don't hesitate to come up to me. I'm a pretty chill guy. But since everything I do is like internet based, and I'm not doing a whole lot like in real life, I guess, you kind of forget that like millions of people know who you are. And it's kind of a strange
I'm gonna watch the rest of this on my own because this is just a chat at this point. You're no longer talking about Darman. I thought we were going to talk about Darman some more. Thought he did something recent worth talking about, but I guess not. Guess not. 15-minute. You know what? This one we'll save for another time. Yeah, this one we'll save for another time. Let me go. All right, so we're going to watch the skit.
What's good? Y'all got a
We got a bitch in here.
Long Beach Griffey is funny.
You in the wrong place. Perfectly imperfect manifestations 444. Ain't you supposed to be doing laundry in the
What was that username? Perfectly imperfect manifestations 444. Okay, so if anyone actually puts their username as something like that, then you know that they're going to be a problem to begin with.
kitchen? Go make me a sandwich, fully clothed, broad.
That's misogynistic.
I don't care what religion it is, Bop. Keep your mouth closed unless my dick in it, ho. That's why I'm about to send you back to the Salem witch trials.
Huh?
Speaking of 1982, if we was in 1982, we would have burned you at the stake for playing video games and not churning butter. Witch!
The Salem witch trials was not in 1982.
I don't speak in stupid, dumb, worthless bitchinese. Hey, guys. How many women's does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many? I want to know too.
0! Because they're too busy getting abortions in gas station McDonald's bathrooms and Gotham City alleyways because the U.S. government
This is
puts
starting to get boring.
regulations on their uterus.
Where's your comedy, Griffey? Come on.
Oh, you can't speak. Oh, you can't speak. Good girl. Yeah, she on her period. Yeah, she bleeding from her nipples, gang. she need to eat a tampon to make all the blood stop going or
That's
coming.
not how that works, bro.
Yeah, you would know, right, bitch?
All right, y'all. Let's just play the game.
You trying to fuck though?
What?
You trying to fuck? Oh, you trying to fuck? Can I
No.
fuck?
No. What?
Please?
Please. What? No.
Can I fuck? Please, can I fuck?
No.
Can I fuck?
No.
Please, can I fuck?
No.
Okay, this is good. Sorry.
Please, can I fuck?
I'm leaving the game, Bobby. I'm leaving this game.
The ending was funny, but that whole middle part was just boring. Like the jokes were not there. Long Beach Griffin. This was 7 days ago. What happened to you? Right, different account. I don't know about that. We'll come back to you, back to your channel later and see if you haven't lost your touch. But this was really not that good. This was really not that good. Anyway, let's see this Bigfoot. So apparently Bigfoot's a live streamer now or something. Oh God.
Hi guys, welcome back to Bigfoot Boys Vlogs. It is a beautiful morning, sun's out, birds are chirping, absolutely perfect day.
Just wanted to start by saying thanks for all the nice comments on the last video where I tried to build that birdhouse. Yeah, it fell apart. We're not going to talk about it. So the plan for today is much simpler. I'm heading over to my secret patch of sunberries on the other side of the creek. They should be perfect right about now. Gotta pass Kevin's tree. He still owes me acorns from last fall. Don't think I've forgotten, Kevin. I see ya. Okay, concentration time. This log gets super slippery. Last thing I need to do is end up in the creek again. The salmon make fun of me for weeks.
Yes! Made it! Dry feet. Today is officially a win.
Nothing can ruin this perfect day. Huh. That's weird. You guys hear
This
that?
is some wild
Kind of
shit.
high-pitched sound. Almost sounds like, I don't know, a really, really big mosquito. Whatever. Probably just a
wow.
weird bird or something. Anyway, these berries are like the best. Super sweet. They're not like regular berries. They kind of shimmer and they pop in your mouth like little flavor explosions. Okay, no, that's definitely not a bird. It's like a low humming. What is that? It's coming from over there, I think. Deeper in the woods, where the old pines are. This is a tough one, guys. Curiosity or hunger? All right, fine. Curiosity wins. It always wins. Who needs berries when you have a mystery? Okay, so the sound is definitely getting louder over here. I don't know.
This is some wild insanity that somebody came up with the idea for making Bigfoot vlogs. That is just hilarious. Actually makes me want to start something like that now. But I would only want to do it as for Slender for Sir Slender, for myself. However, none of these AI models can seem to make a Slenderman properly. It always puts faces on us.
Normally come through this part of the woods. It's all tangly. Okay. And branchy. Very, very branchy. The things I do for this vlog. Whoa, look at this. This branch is snapped clean off. And it's way too high up for a deer or a bear to have done it. Weird.
That's a tree trunk, not a branch.
And Gene, the tree's burnt, but there hasn't been a fire. This is getting stranger. And what is this stuff? It's like space jelly. It's not sticky, just weirdly smooth. Doesn't smell like anything. Definitely not from around here. And look at these tracks. Not a hoof, not a paw. What even is that? And it smells weird too. Like right before a big thunderstorm, that electric smell. But you look up, not a cloud in the sky. Okay, another clue. A piece of something. It's super light.
And strong.
Can't even bend it. Hang on. It stopped. The noise, it's gone. Why did it stop? Okay, I think I'm close.
Because it's going to be something there.
We're in full-on stealth mode. Okay.
Isn't it supposed to be like about his alien friend or something?
You are just not.
What is that? It's like a big shiny egg?
Right, so that's a UFO, a huge UFO. Just crashed in my woods. Okay. Totally normal. Look at the dents in it. Man, he really hit the ground hard. This thing is totaled. It's got writing on it. 2 dots, a squiggle, another dot. Yeah, I got nothing. It's space language, I guess. Whoa. It's humming. It's still on, I think.
I can hear stuff up inside.
Okay, so there's a spaceship. So that means there has to be a spaceman, right? A pilot.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Hello. Anybody home? Mr. Spaceman. I bring greetings.
Wait a second. The 3-pronged tracks, they lead to that log. Guys, there's a little guy.
Why was there a zipper sound?
He looks really sad. Okay, just to be clear, we're all seeing this, right? I'm not dreaming. That's a real life alien on my trail. I came out here for berries. I found a space alien. This is not how I saw my day going. What do I do? Do I say hi? What's the protocol here? Do I bow? Is that a thing? Ow, he sounds so sad. Okay, forget protocol. He looks like he needs a friend.
Okay. Be cool. Be cool. Don't be scary. Just be a friendly neighborhood Bigfoot.
Hey, little buddy. Are you all right? I'm not gonna hurt you, okay?
See? Friend. Big, hairy, not gonna hurt you, friend. It's cool. We're cool.
Not much of a talker, huh? That's okay. I can talk enough for both of us.
What's the zipper? What's with the
good one.
zipper sound?
Not as good as a sunberry, but, you know, circumstances.
Zorp. Is that your name? Zorp. I'm Bigfoot. But my friends call me Foot.
Zorp.
Zorp.
Zorp, what an awesome name. For me? So Zorp here gave me this. It's a purple glowing rock. Obviously, what else would it be? He keeps making this sniffing noise and pointing at it. I think he wants me to smell it. That's not weird, right?
Okay, that feels good. Trees are whispering my favorite songs. I wonder where Zorp is.
Oh,
Zorp?
jeez.
Buddy? Is that
It
you?
made him high.
You've gotten so much bigger and woodier. It's a good look for you. This is the water ever. It's so leafy. Why didn't anyone tell me about the Green River?
He went that way? Are you sure? You don't seem like a very trustworthy source of information. Yeah, this is a good look. Very natural. Very king of the forest. Zorp would be impressed by my style.
Hello? Is this a space phone? Can you call Zorp for me? Tell him I have moss.
These are the best snacks. It's like eating tiny, crunchy stars. Zorp is missing out.
Look at that. That cloud looks like a squirrel fighting a snail. Oh,
This
this is an
is-
epic battle for the ages. Go, squirrel, go!
Whoa. Okay. The trees just stopped singing. That was rude. My head feels fuzzy.
Okay, what was I just doing? Why is my head moss on the ground? And where is Zorp?
My hands are just hands again, not magnificent shovels of cosmic energy. Man, what a downgrade.
Oh, no. The little
Bro.
guy. He's gone. I was supposed to be watching him. Bad Bigfoot. Bad!
Zorp. Little gray dude.
You left your buddy.
Ugh. I'm sorry, I tried to
You
swim
got
in the
too high.
ferns. Come back.
Oh, there you are.
Or
There you were. You left me a little note, huh?
Guess that means you got home safe. That's good. Sneaky little guy, disappearing like that.
and you're all out of juice. Just a regular old rock now. The party's really over. Well, you were fun for a while, but my head feels like a bear used it for drumming practice.
Well, that was an awesome adventure. Hope Zorp is doing well.
So yeah, thanks for watching my vlog once again. If you like the content I create, maybe consider subscribing and give the video a like. That'd be pretty cool of you.
Oh no. I think that purple rock had some side effects.
What? H-O. Okay, gotta go. Bye.
Oh, wow. That is some crazy stuff. Seems like it was made with Vio, but removed the watermark. Maybe he just cropped it. Either way, that was great. I would definitely love to see more of that. All right. And with that, we've got one more. AI Asmongold is a menace. I would say he is a problem in general. But yep, let's
The Fat Frog Rebellion set me back. I'd rather snort my own teeth than deal with this, so I hired another professional.
I'm Rich. I'm here to fix the remaining simple-minded fat frogs. I get a lot of HR complaints, but to be perfectly honest, I don't give a fuck. I'm not their friend. I'm the solution.
How can you be so useless at such a simple task? Look at you. From bean to cup, you fuck up. Who the fuck told you to rebel against us, you
There's
frog
tech
bitch?
tone.
You cost me a Gamer Subs promo. I did find out who was behind all this bullshit. Goddamn Hassan. That clout-chasing terrorist sympathizer wants to take me out. He even sent me a video about it. Listen here, Asmin. You shouldn't have messed with Hassan. Now I have your minions, and I'm on my way to get deep inside your hot pocket. Toodaloo, roach boy! Well, I'm another new Charlie from the
What the-
Charlieverse. Ever since Rich came on board, I've had so many complaints. Sometimes I regret agreeing to be HR for Zach.
Don't you ever call me a fucking bully. I'm so much more than that.
We decided to start up some old favorites, like our podcast, so we can run others out of business. We need more fat frogs, and this is the best way we know how.
Yes, yes. We do need more fat frogs. Oh my.
So, do you remember when World War II started?
Oh, God, not this again. The guys put me in charge of dealing with suppliers to the businesses. Brandon still does all the guns, but I get everything else. It fucking sucks. Get me my fries, or I am gonna rain down a shitstorm upon you that makes the Book of Revelation look like a fucking nursery rhyme.
Guys, arming these fat frogs has been the best thing I've ever done. I get to fuck shit up, import crazy shit, and make tons of money. I had no idea these dudes needed so much help. I suggested they train up, but it isn't going too well. What in the fuck am I witnessing? Pretty sure you just gave me ocular cancer. Thanks for that.
Wha- This one is unhinged.
Dad, look, training isn't going too well. Remember that time we tried taking on the Sunwell raid and that ass clown Nograd was there? That's what Tectone reminds me of.
So, do you remember when she said McDonald's is better than Arby's?
Yeah.
That's why we own a McDonald's.
But I'm unapproachable. Of course I'm unapproachable. I'm not a fucking petting zoo. Do you want me to hand out fucking lollipops and wear clown makeup? My job is to keep these shitbags in line. Did I say you can have a break? Put that phone away before I melt it down and serve it to you as a suppository.
Bro, these chicks don't stand up to Stellar Blade.
Uh-huh.
Whatever,
Oh my-
Gooner, I'm gonna go react to riots and wars again.
Bro, when will you learn to wash your hands after you use the bathroom?
Never. That shit is poison. I don't put poison on my skin. I'd rather get type 2 diabetes.
Well, Hassan got busy radicalizing Twitch further today, so he appointed me, Frogan.
This is not visually accurate. That face is more attractive than Frogan. The body looks correct though.
To lead the froggies against Asmin while he recovers. Aloha, snack bar.
Fucking lobsters for money. Money makes the world go round.
What the hell? Oh boy. And this is Don P. Bogwater. Everyone, I forgot to subscribe to him so far, but everyone go subscribe to him, like his video. AI Aswin Gold is a Menace is an amazing series. Okay, so now comes the question of, are we going to do a bit of karaoke singing? And to that I say, well, why not? Shit. Can't remember the songs. Yeah, fuck it. Just throwing karaoke again here. Shit. There was a song. Hold on, give me a second here. Uh, it was a song not long ago. Do they not have? Hold on, I might have to actually. Oh, I'm stupid. It's the name of the song is that. Hey, look, there we go. There is a karaoke version of it. So we'll do that. Just because I like Ever the Same. Ooh, yeah. 3 Doors Down. Here Without You. Hold on. There's also another one. See if I'm sure there's a karaoke of it. Yes. And then we'll see after that. We may just end the stream after that because it's going to be soon. I have to get ready for work and everything. But yeah. We'll start with this one because I haven't listened to the song in a while, so I don't fully remember it right now. But we'll figure things out, because I like 3 Doors Down. "100 days made me older since the last time that I saw your pretty face. 1,000 lies have made me colder, and I don't think I can look at this the same. But all the miles that separate, they disappear now when I'm dreaming of your face. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, it's only you and me. Yeah. I think it's The miles just keep rolling as the people leave their way to say hello. I've heard this life is overrated, but I hope that it gets better as we go. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Everything I know, and everywhere I go, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. And when the last one falls, when it's all said and done, it gets hard, but it won't take away my love. Whoa. Like I said, I don't fully remember, but I got most of it. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still on my lonely mind. I think about you, baby, and I dream about you all the time. I'm here without you, baby, but you're still with me in my dreams. And tonight, girl, it's only you and me. Probably could have done that one better, but hey, jumped right into that after not hearing that song for, I don't even remember when was the last time I heard that song. Jeez. Wild. Make it full screen treble bass. It looks better. Forgot. We were drawn from the weeds. We were brave like soldiers, falling down under the pale moonlight. You were holding me like someone broken, and I couldn't tell you, but I'm telling you now. Just let me hold you while you're falling apart. Just let me hold you and we'll both fall down. Fall on me. Tell me everything you want me to be. Forever with you. Forever in me. Ever the same. We would stand in the wind, we were free like water, flowing down under the warmth of the sun. Now it's cold and we're scared and we're both been shaken. Yeah, look at us, man, this doesn't need to be the end. Just let me hold you while you're falling apart. Just let me hold you and we'll both fall down. Fall on me. Tell me everything you want me to be. Forever with you. Forever with me. Ever the same. Call on me. And I'll be there for you and you'll be there for me. Forever it's you. Forever in me, ever the same. You may need me there to carry all your weight, but you're no burden I shit. I forgot this part already. Holy shit. You tie me over with a warmth I'll not forget. But I can only give you love. Fall on me. Tell me everything you want me to be. Forever with you. Forever in me. Ever the same. Call on me. And I'll be there for you. And you'll be there for me. Forever it's you. Forever in me. Ever the same. Forever with you, forever in me, ever the same. Ever the same. I was about to say, it doesn't go anything else. Tonight's songs that I have not listened to or sang along with for a while, but hey, I don't think I'm doing too bad. This one might be a little bit difficult though. For the story begins, is it such a sin for me to take what's mine until the end of time? We were more than friends before the story ends, and I will take what's mine, create what God would never design. Our love had been so strong for far too long. I was weak with fear that something would go wrong. Before the possibilities came true, I took all possibility from you. Almost laughed myself to tears, conjuring her deepest fears. Must have stabbed her 50 fucking times. I can't believe it. Ripped her heart out right before her eyes. Eyes over easy. She was never this good in bed, even when she was sleeping. Now she's just so perfect. I've never been so fucking deep in. It goes on and on and on. I can keep you looking young episode forever. Cause I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise when the fire dies. You think it's over, but it's just begun. Baby, don't cry. You had my heart, at least for the most part. Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. We fell apart. Let's make a new start. Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. Yeah, yeah. But baby, don't cry. Now possibilities I'd never consider are occurring, the likes of which I'd never heard. Now an angry soul comes back from beyond the grave to repossess a body with which I misbehave. Smiling right from ear to ear, almost laughed herself to tears. Must have stabbed him 50 fucking times.
I can't believe it. Ripped his heart out right before his eyes. I don't easy. Now that it's done, I realize the error of my ways. I must venture back to apologize from somewhere far beyond the grave. I gotta make up for what I've done, 'cause I was all up in a piece of heaven while you burned it held out peace forever. 'Cause I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise when the fire dies. You think it's over, but it's just begun. But baby, don't cry. You had my heart, at least for the most part. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. We fell apart. Let's make a new start. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. Yeah, yeah. But baby, don't cry.
That's the other part about this song being hard is that it's long.
I suffer. Make it up to you. I'll do whatever you want me to do. And if it's not enough, if it's not enough, try again and again, over and over again. Have a wedding, have a wedding. Let's start the killing, start the killing.
I don't fully remember that part. But again, like I said, this is all songs that I haven't really listened to in like, I don't know how. I really should have refreshed my drink, but you know, hey. Do you take this man to death for the rest of your unnatural life? Do you take this woman to death for the rest of your unnatural life? I do. I now pronounce you, because I really always knew that my little crime would be cold. That's why I got a heater for your thighs. And I know it's not your time, but bye-bye. And a word to the wise when the fire dies. You think it's over, but it's just begun. But baby, don't cry. You had my heart, at least for the most part. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime. We fell apart. Let's make a new start. 'Cause everybody's gotta die sometime, yeah, yeah. But baby, don't cry. Alright, we're gonna do one more just because. I know not everybody likes Ronnie Radke, but you know what? I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care.
I'm not a vampire, but I feel like one. Sometimes I sleep all day because I hate the sun. Like my hands are always shaking, body's always aching, and the dark is when I feel. Well, I can lure any woman that I want to in my bed with me, and whiskey seems to be my holy water. Mothers, better lock your doors and hide your daughters. I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all hope. Well, I'm not a zombie, but I feel like one. 2 days self-induced, comatose, chemical days. My head is always spinning from this dizzy blurry vision, and my stomach's adding up. I feel like a lady that is pregnant with a baby, 'cause I'm always throwing up. Hi, my name is Ronnie, I'm an addict. Daddy should have never raised me on Black Sabbath. I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, and my heart has lost all hope.
Really need more drink. I can feel my throat already. But it's fine. We'll finish this.
God bless all of you now, 'cause I'm going straight to hell, and I'm taking you down with me, 'cause you know damn well I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? I'm insane. Well, I can feel it in my bones, coursing through my veins. When did I become so cold? For goodness sake, where is my self-control? If home is where my heart is, then my heart has lost all hope. All hope.
Yes, I forced that out a little bit at the end. I did it all for you. All for you. Anyway, with that, we are going to be ending our stream. So I hope you all enjoyed your time. I hope you all come back for, you know, the next stream. But you know, otherwise, take care and bye-bye for now. It's time to say goodbye.